I read Atomic Habits at 15, and here is what stayed. So let's just first start with how did I start reading and how did I find this book. So it's but obvious at that time, like 1 year ago, this was all over the internet, all over the self-help area, and I just randomly picked it up because my dad was like, you should start reading, and I randomly picked it up one day, and I decided to read 5 pages daily without missing a single day, and that's how I started reading. That was just for the aesthetics, not expecting any drastic change, but to be honest, it really made a drastic change in my life. This was my first self-help book, actually my first book at all. So, so let me tell you, if you are starting this book or any book, first of all, just try to stay consistent. In the first, let's just say 50 to 100 pages, you will not understand what that book is about. You just have to keep reading. For me also, this book clicked in the other half of the book. So what happened was I started reading this. Halfway through, I stopped reading. I stopped for a month, and then again I decided to start reading it, and that's when it all changed. I came back to it later, and this time it actually started. I started implementing, and it started reflecting on the way I saw the process of habit building. I focused less on motivation or on like perfect routines, but as this book suggests, on small systems, like really micro systems that will compound eventually. So here are the two rules that I felt that just stuck with me. So the first one is 1% better every day. So that hit me hard, and it also felt very doable, and it really made sense. And even showing up felt like enough. Habit stacking also was my favorite. So let us just throw light on what that was. So 1% every day is basically you take a habit, like let's say you want to start working out half an hour daily. So you don't start working out half an hour daily directly. What you do is you on the first day you show up, you work out for 5 minutes, and you just stop. No matter however motivated you are, no matter what you've decided, you just show up for 5 minutes, you stop. Next day or after 2 days of doing the same thing for 5 minutes, you increase the time by again 5 minutes. So you're doing this 10 minutes now. So that's how you compound. So first day 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That's how you go till 40 minutes, increasing 5 minutes, and that will feel really doable. Like you did 15 minutes yesterday, you have to do that today, and it's doable. Just add 5 minutes, even if it is just a warm up or a cool down, anything. But just that 5 minutes. It's just about showing up. Will it change completely in one day? No. But will it compound? Yes, totally. If you just show up, it's gonna compound one day, and like after a month, you'll start seeing changes. And the second thing I talked about was habit stacking, which is another amazing hack. So, what is it about? You just have to take one habit that you're doing consistently today. It can be anything: having a bath, waking up, brushing, anything, and one habit that you want to integrate in your life. So let's just say prayer. You want to start praying in the morning daily. So what you do is you take your one habit that you're doing currently right now every day, like brushing, and you take that prayer habit, you just stack it up. So what will you do? Every time I brush, after that I'll just pray. Even that's if it is for 5 minutes. After you brush, you have to pray. So whenever you're brushing, you have it in your mind. Okay, now I have to pray. So that's gonna help you remember the habits better. And even that really stuck. So these two things were the most impactful for me. And I think if you read it, you'll also find those one or two things that will impact you the most. It's not necessary that the whole book will just change your life drastically, but there's just one thing or two things that will stay with you. So I really, really recommend reading Atomic Habits. Though it was my first book, it's not really interesting in the first half, at least for me, but you have to just stay consistent, and there'll be one part that will just click for you. So yes, and if you're also like looking to improve, build habits, try out new things, feel free to subscribe to this channel, and let's just all grow together.